Hey everybody, it's Ryan from RC Entertainment, and we're here today looking at a couple of products that my son and I picked up at a local flea market. And they are dupes of some expensive products from Apple. We have a dupe of I guess this is a MagSafe battery pack. My son opened up the box a little bit earlier and really destroyed it, but that's nothing to really worry about now. And it looks like we have a dupe of a Apple Watch SE. I think it's a 46 millimeter it's supposed to be. So let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at the battery pack first. What we have here is it says it's an iPhone battery pack, or at least what the box used to say. It says it's MagSafe. The box itself looks kind of like an Apple box. Has an Apple logo on it right there. And there's some decaling on the side, some labels. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but it's all in Chinese and some kind of other foreign languages here that I can't read. We can also see here it has a MagSafe battery pack, and it says a model number MJWY3AM/A. And you can see here, you can see it says designed by Apple in California, made in China, model A2384. So all the boxes that they had there for all of them all had the same thing, and they all had the same serial number. So go figure. There is a QR code here. Not sure if it works. I haven't tried it. And then again, on the other side, we have some more labeling with some foreign languages that I can't speak or read. Inside, the case looks very Apple-like. It has a little, this was in here like that. And then there was some instructional information in this thing here. And you can see it actually says designed by Apple in California. Now, without looking anything up, again, this is kind of a quick look video. I do not see anything as far as the size of the battery, how many, what the capacity of it is or anything. But I can see here, it does say that this Apple product this is copyrighted in 2024, so I don't know if that's accurate or not. But the unit itself is pretty good. It has pretty smooth texture, very silicone-y, kind of feels like an Apple product. It is a MagSafe device, so it does have a magnet here. There is some wording here, CE, don't throw it out kind of stuff. It's model numbers and serial numbers and voltages and stuff. Can't quite make out what it is here, but like I said, for what it is, it seems to work okay. It does have a lightning port here. There is a little LED there that will come on, but there's no way to tell if it's fully charged or not unless the LED comes on or off. When you plug it in when it needs to be charged, it looks orange. I have yet to see it turn green, so I'm not really sure how that works. When it comes to the battery itself, you can see here on my phone, the battery is pretty much charged, but it is not charging now. And then I can connect this on MagSafe-wise in the right orientation. See, it does connect properly. It does hold well. And I think it's dead, so it's not charging. But I did have it on before, and it did show up that it was charging to a certain percentage. So I think this battery's dead right now, so I can't really show you that. Build quality, I mean, seems like it's okay. There's a little play right here. I don't know if that's a button or what that is, but I don't know. But it's not too bad. I'll have to play around with it and get back to you guys on the capacity, how many times it'll actually charge a phone. And if I could figure out the capacity, I'll put it in the description. So that's that. Not unhappy with it. Also not happy with it. Just kind of, it's there. We'll see what kind of capacity we have for the future. Our next product that we're looking at is a Apple Watch SE from what it looks like. And you can see here, it does have a pretty nice display. You can see the clock going there. I have yet to figure out how to change the watch face, but according to the girl that sold it to me, she said there's an app that you can download. You can pair it to your iPhone. You can use it to make calls through your iPhone. You can get text messages. and a lot of features that your iPhone uses or does, you can do with this knockoff or impersonator watch. So the box itself has the Apple logo. It says Watch. There is, again, Apple branded or Apple content on the back here. There's a QR code here. I'm not sure, again, what that does or where that takes you to. It says this is an Apple Watch Series 11, 46 millimeter watch. So, and a serial number. And like I said, all the boxes there had the same serial number, so I'm not really sure if that means anything or not. Opening it up, this was wrapped in cellophane shrink wrap. But when you open it up, it has some nice, cool graphics on the inside. Looks like, Apple Watch type graphics. There's a little backer board here. You have the box for the band, which kind of looks like the Apple Watch band box. I'm not sure. It came on a placard. Gives you some instructions here on how to install the Apple band. It says the sports band, stainless steel pin, yada, yada, yada. And then we have the box for the watch itself. Kind of looks like Apple. It's kind of a subdued logo here, or a picture image of the watch. So I don't know if that's kind of what Apple has, or if it's really, it kind of looks like a Xerox copy, to be honest with you. And then the watch was here. There was some information or pamphlet there. That's, I don't know where it is now, but that was there. And that's pretty much it for the box. So then when we look at the watch itself, the silicone band is stretchy. It doesn't feel as solid as the original Apple Watch bands that come with them. On the back of the watch here, it does say Smartwatch X Series S11, 46 millimeter aluminum, made in China, heart rate Bluetooth, and that's what's going around there. This looks like a decal. Doesn't look like an actual sensor like on the back of the Apple Watches. So here I have I'm wearing an Ultra, and you can see that this looks more, you can see the lenses inside of the little holes. On this one, it doesn't. You can't really see it. It kind of looks like a decal. Again, it's not a decal, but it looks like one. The screen itself is not quite as sharp or as bright as an Apple Watch. The crown on the side clicks. You can hear it. It does switch from watch faces, which the Apple Watch does not do. It has this one says it has a compass. It's going nuts though, so I don't know if it's working. It might be for show. So there's definitely some things there if you scroll on the crown. Then if you push the crown, brings you to this menu, which kind of has a very similar feel to the Apple menu. There's all kinds of apps and stuff on there pre-installed. Calculator, there's a link to Facebook, some games, photos, heart monitor, rings for your exercising, maps, calendar. I've yet to pair this thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to, just because I don't know if there's any kind of software and stuff that you're not supposed to be on there and infect your phone. So, but the menu again clicks with this crown, clicks around on the side, and you can navigate to different things. With the weather app, there's no weather. I'm almost positive that this thing needs to be synced to a phone in order to pirate the information for these apps onto the watch. So we'll go from there. So the screen is touch sensitive. I'm not sure how that works, but get myself back to this screen here. There's fitness, so it works like the Apple apps on the watch, where you can navigate to the different apps that are connected here. Apparently these corners do nothing. Then push the side button here. Brings you to what looks familiar to the regular Apple Watch. I have no idea what that is. Let's go back. I have no idea what that is. I don't know what it is. There's a battery indicator, brightness, phone. That's the QR code thing that you're supposed to scan to get the app onto the phone to pair it to your watch. I'm assuming that's contacts. That must be to expel the water. That's settings, heart monitor. No idea what that is. And info. Let's see what that does. It's the Apple Watch Series 11, giving you model numbers and serial numbers, which is kind of weird. It's a little concerning. And let's see what this does. Heart monitor. Oh, so it'll measure your heart rate. It says it's measuring, but I don't know. There's no sensor on in the back. So it says 83 beats per minute, but I didn't even have it on anything, so I don't know how it figured that out. Overall, I mean, it's a nice dupe, and you're going to need to play around with it a little bit to really see what you can do with this thing. There's a thing here. I guess your iPod controls, measuring water. I don't know how it's measuring water, but you know, doing different things. You can add stuff to it, but that's pretty much it for the dupe. I mean, if you're looking for something simple, you know what this is great for? This would be great for a little kid that really wants an Apple Watch, but you don't want to spend $1,000 or $500 on a watch for him or her to break it. This would be a nice little option. I think this was like $30, 25 or $30. You can give it to a little kid, put it on their wrist, it makes them feel like they got something going on. Maybe put a couple apps on there for him or her, and it'll make them happy. You know, I think there's games on this thing. Oh, yeah, it's like some kind of crown game. I don't know what that is. But for $25, I guess you really can't beat it. It's not a bad little piece for, like I said, for a little kid. I might hook it up to one of my old phones and see if it does anything or how it works and play around with it, or I'm not really sure. But anyway, there's our two dupes that we kind of looked at today. We have the MagSafe Apple battery for your phone, and we have the knockoff Apple Watch Series 11. It looks like it's an SE. And there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.